Right then, my friends, we've covered a lot of topics making this application, and there's just one more small convenience feature that I want to talk about now, and that is something called route model binding. And that is where we essentially bind a model instance to a route which contains a wildcard. For example, we've got two routes right here which contain wildcards in the path, and in both cases, that wildcard is an ID value for a Ninja record. Then in the controller functions for those routes, we'd accept that ID as an argument and we'd use it to look up a Ninja and do something with it, right? Now, the idea behind route model binding is that we use the model instance as the wildcard instead of the ID. And then Laravel automatically queries the table for that record under the hood. So that when we run the controller function, we already have access to the Ninja record. We get that as an argument instead of the ID. So what we're going to do now is implement route model binding to one of these routes so that you can see how it works. To do this then, let's change the wildcard in the delete route to be a Ninja instance. And then inside the destroy controller function, which is what this route is hooked up to, instead of accepting the ID as an argument, we get access to a Ninja instance directly. So we can say Ninja with a capital N to declare the type, and then the variable name, which is going to be $Ninja. And that's all we need to do. Now, when a delete request comes in for a specific Ninja, Laravel knows that the ID in the route refers to a Ninja because we named the wildcard Ninja, which is the model name and the singular version of the Ninja's table name. That bit's really important. And because it knows the ID belongs to a Ninja, it automatically queries the Ninja's table for that record, and then it passes that Ninja record as a Ninja model instance directly into the controller function for us. So now inside the controller function, we no longer have to try and find it manually because Laravel has already done it for us, and that's all there is to it really. Alright, so we're going to test this out. There shouldn't be any change in behavior, but I just want to make sure it still works now we're using that route model binding. So I'm going to go to a Ninja to delete. Remember this name, Bradford Brown, the first. And we're going to delete this Ninja right here. And yeah, that still works. Everything's fine. But that was much easier because now we don't need to manually try to fetch that Ninja from the controller function. Laravel handles that for us. Alright, so let's update the other route, this one right here, the show one. And we just need to change the ID wildcard to Ninja. That way Laravel knows that the ID in this route belongs to a Ninja instance, and it's going to look in the Ninjas table for that Ninja with the ID. So then in the controller, we're going to get access to that Ninja right here as an argument. So we'll type Ninja and then $Ninja to accept it. Now, before we said that Ninja equals this thing right here where we try to find it manually. We don't need to do that anymore. However, we also said this thing right here with Dojo, and that was to load the related Dojo information with the Ninja. Now, when Laravel uses route model binding to grab the Ninja for us, it doesn't do that. It doesn't automatically grab the associated data. So we have to use a different approach, but it's easy enough. We can delete all this, and then we can use our instance of the Ninja, which we have now because of this, and then we can use a method on that called load, and we pass in what data we want to load with this. Well, we want to grab the Dojo from the Dojo's table, so we just type in Dojo right here. Oops, and then a semicolon. All right then, all done. So now hopefully this is all going to work, but again, this was much easier, right? Less code to write. Let's try it out. And now everything should just be the same. We've not changed the functionality. I just want to make sure that it all still works. So let's go to the show page and see if we can see this Ninja when we click on view details, which we can. Awesome. So that is still working. Right then, we have reached the end of the series, so I really hope you've enjoyed it and that you've learned at least something along the way. Otherwise, I'm clearly not doing my job correctly. But the reason I wanted to create this Beginner's Laravel series is I'd like it to act as a foundation for new Laravel developers to jump in, learn the basics, and then from there, I'd like to create some more advanced courses that you can jump into about topics like authentication, authorization, some more advanced eloquent techniques, all that kind of good stuff. So stay tuned for those, and again, really hope you've enjoyed the series. I'm going to see you all in the very next one. So then, my friends, I really hope you enjoyed this series and you learned something along the way. If you did, please don't forget to share, subscribe and like. That really means a lot. And if you want to access all of my YouTube courses without adverts, also get access to premium courses and early access courses as well, you can do at NetNinja.dev. You can sign up for NetNinja Pro, which is just $9 a month, and also half price for the first month with this promo code right here. And for that, like I said, you get access to every course without adverts, without YouTube adverts. You also get access to exclusive courses not found anywhere else. You get access to my premium courses on Udemy and also early access to all of my YouTube courses as well. So the link to this page to sign up is going to be down below. Again, I really hope you enjoyed this series and I'm going to see you in the very next one.